Hello, I hope this is working properly. Yes. All right, so I have a bunch of different things to be working on today. So I'll just kind of cycle through all the different projects that I'm currently working on. Hello, Ladomir. How are you doing? I hope you've had a great week so far. Yesterday I worked on some of the patches for Ancient Dreams, which I can show you guys later. And then today I'm going to be getting some of these commissions finished because, my goodness, it's long overdue. Hello, Mike. How are you? So good to see you here. Okay, so I'll flash through all the different things that I would like to get done today. Whether I'm going to get them all done is a huge we won't know. But hello, William. Oh, okay, so Ladomir is William. All right, I get it now. Hello. All right, so I have the Ivy. I just need to finish down here at the bottom. The Bombshell Harley, I did most of the boot the other day on the Twitch party, and I just have a few other little pieces here and there to finish. And then this, I did get permission from Lady Death to show cover work on stream. Now this cover I finished already. It's already been colored and it's off for publishing whenever it gets published. I don't know when it's coming out, but this piece, I am selling it. The original has been spoken for, and I told the man who's buying it that I would Copic in her outfit so that she pops a little bit more. So this is a Lady Death cover that will be coming out at some point. So I did this one earlier on in the year, and at the time I hadn't yet asked for permission to stream. Now they've given me permission, so you can see this. So all I need to do is just finish blacking in her outfit here. So this is gonna be fun. And then sometime later in the day, I'll show you guys the cover I finished yesterday because I had to do all the patches. Oh, that is so great, Mike. Thank you so much for being here and for being happy when I go live. That is so awesome of you. All right, so I have my camera pulled up a little bit higher today because I'm working on a bigger area. So hopefully it's not gonna get too blown out or anything like that. But I found, like, on the Twitch party, I had it too close to what I was working on, and then I had difficulty seeing my work and you guys seeing my work, and it just wasn't really working for anybody. So today we'll try a little bit further away. So I'm going to keep the other art here on the side and get going on Bombshell Harley. So I have my Copic markers right here, and I'll probably keep them over here actually. Because I've kind of made the... Yes, Jason, I'm going to work on that one too. Yay! So because I worked on this one so long ago, I actually don't remember what colors I used for certain things. So I'm going to have to be checking my trusty Hex Chart, which if any of you work with Copic markers, I highly recommend that you get one. It is extremely handy. And it's like a cheat sheet of knowing how the colors look on your paper. So this is printed. You can buy the downloadable sheet, and then you just get it printed on whatever paper you want. So I actually got it printed on the paper I do all my work on, which is the Super Smooth Cougar, like everybody knows. And so now I know exactly what the color looks like when it dries on my paper, which is fantastic. So I'm just going to get going. I am going to stick with the yellow and green scheme here, maybe adding in some pops of red. I still need to think about exactly what I'm going to do. Hello, Scott. It's 91 degrees. Oh, yeah, well, it's really cold here. Let me see. What is it here? Here in Calgary today, it is rainy and cold. I know centigrade, so it's 10 degrees centigrade right now. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Okay, so my trusty markers that I have in a Victoria's Secret makeup bag or a toiletry bag, and inside all the different colors are in little Ziploc baggies. This is not ideal. I'm still looking for and trying to get my perfect Copic case. And for anybody who knows me well, I am the crazy bag lady and I love bags of any kind, but especially suitcases and makeup cases, and I want them all. But I'm still on the hunt for the perfect bag. Hello, River Dragon. Hi, Tranquil Mist. Hello, Vince Arts. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so I will move this so that it isn't completely covered while I'm working. And I just have art stuff everywhere. My desk, I clean it up every day because I can't stand working in a mess. But when I am actually working, my desk is a disaster. There are pens everywhere. So I'm gonna try not to make such a mess, but most likely I will make a huge mess. Oh, thank you so much, Four-Way Flashers. That really means a ton. That was a fun stream. I definitely enjoyed myself, and I'm so glad to hear that you did too. Oh, okay. Thank you, David. Yeah, so it's 50 degrees here, everybody. Special thanks to David for cluing us in. All right, so I do have my webcam here set to a little brighter, just so that the line art can show up. Now, it does mean that it is throwing off the colors a little bit, but at the end, when this is done, I'll scan it and post it so you guys can actually see what the colors look like, not how it's showing up here, because it's a little blown out. 92 degrees there. Oh my God. Oh, that's so hot. Since living in Canada, I have completely lost tolerance for hot weather. I cannot take it. And I'm off to Montreal on Thursday, and it is really hot there for me. And then after that, I am going to Tampa, which is going to be even hotter still. So it's going to be an exciting few weeks for me of like roasting my butt off. Lino Este, hello! How was my hand? It was sore. I'll admit my hand was sore. It still is because I did a bunch of inking yesterday. I'll show you guys what I did. So yeah, my hand hurts for sure. But for me, most of the pain I get is kind of right in my upper back right here. But it's fine. Get over it after a little while. It makes me very happy to wash dishes. Let's put it that way. Oh, dab pad. For your guys' 101st lecture on dab pads, always have them. So whenever I go anywhere that has like really nice thick napkins, I always steal a few. And they are fantastic for just picking up any excess that could be in your pen. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a napkin thief. Oh, that is so cool. I'm so glad you got some more Divinica books. Woo! Oh, I love Tampa too. And I'm glad I'm gonna be indoors with the air conditioning. All right, I think that I used this G43 marker as the base color, and I'm hoping I'm right here. I hope I didn't offend you, Scott. Oh, I'm sorry that you missed the party. Weep. Oh yeah, Kevin, I can imagine. Oh, that is so cool of you, David. Yeah, that was intense, but you know what? Actually, I'm really happy for that because it A, showed me that really the thing I'm slow with is Copic markers, which is a little encouraging. And B, the other thing is that it was just the best speed drills. I mean, that just made me power hard on art, and That's the kind of stuff I need. I need to make myself do that more. Okay, I'm glad I didn't offend you, Scott. So the lighting source is coming pretty much from like right above her head on her left-hand side, our right-hand side. So everything is kind of casting shadows going this way. Yeah, it sounds like the store did good too. And I really hope that they sell so many books. In the winter, you go to the beach. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Dan is the whole thing. He has me laughing all day, every day. Sometimes I'm laughing like 10 or 15 minutes after the joke because then I get it. But yeah, it's really fun. Oh, thank you so much, Jason Coates. So I kind of go a bunch of different directions with Copic marker when I'm just trying to put down a base color. And so I'll go one way and then actually go over it the other way again, because it just gives it a lot more of an even coat. Which, in my Crayola marker days, you always went in the same direction, so at least the streaking had a theme to it. But at least with Copic markers, they're really good because they blend, so you can kind of get a smoother coat. Oh, thanks so much, you guys. I'm always like so bummed with myself and kind of irritated at me that my whole thing is that I'm not fast. So it's so encouraging that you guys said that you were happy to see how quickly they were done and stuff. The thing that would have been better is if I wasn't so freaking nervous, my hand wouldn't have been shaking. Like, my hand was shaking so bad until like halfway through, and then the nervousness was gone and it was okay. But I'm a real chicken when it comes to doing art live. So it was pretty exciting, but at the same time, guys, your kindness is so encouraging. Thank you so much. I'm just looking for one specific marker that I'm not locating. Where? Of course, it's not in the little bag. Hey, Philip. All right, so this one is completely facing away from the light source, so this one's going to be very, very dark in here. Yeah, getting the first few in got me conditioned. Oh, really? Yancey has a midnight release? That is so awesome. I'm glad you guys enjoyed Dan's running commentary. I wish he was home more often when I was doing these streams, because then I'd just have him do all the talking. He's so much more funny. How many sketches? I did 9 complete, and then I had 4 more that I was just giving away. They were pencil sketches. Thank you, Scott. So yeah, 9 Copic sketched, and then the 1 Joker that was already done, and then the 3 pencil sketches. So 13 in total, and I need to package them up this evening. Oh, Jason, since you're here, Coates, J.E. Coates, do I just mail it to the same address from the order? I guess I should ask you that privately. Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. So I'll mail both of those out tomorrow, because tomorrow's my last day here, and then I'm flying out on Thursday for Montreal Comic Con, so I want to make sure that I have everybody's sketches mailed out before I go. Oh, I'm so glad you had fun, Hans. Thank you. I had a ton of fun too. No, thank you so much, Chicago 156. Am I going outside? No, I'm cold. And it's cold inside too. So I'm wearing a hat, a long sleeve shirt, and then a thick hoodie. But I'm just also a real cold bug, so I get cold really easily. Probably because I'm just so freaking sedentary, and I just sit all day long. And then this morning, it was so fantastic. They're like my favorite days. I just had some inking work to do, so I sat under my blanket in bed, listened to podcasts, and inked. It was like, that is such happiness for me. Yeah, Canadian summer, that's right. What kind of podcasts? I mostly listen to, I listen to one on confidence. I listen to ones on like marketing and business and time management and all that kind of stuff. Oh, thank you, Jason. All right, time to do some yellow for this whole section. So to be in keeping with the rest of the whole look of this, I'm gonna do yellow for the trim and all the little stars coming off. And I guess the arrows as well. This is not an actual Bombshell logo. This I just kind of made up. So there's no actual colors I need to stick to with this. Oh God, that sounds so hot. Wow, 75 in Germany after 9. That is hot. So my plan, sometime this weekend, because I know there are some people that are kind of bummed that I moved over to Twitch and am no longer on Facebook Live, I will be doing, hopefully, doing a Facebook Live from the hotel in Montreal when I'm there, because I do have some commissions to do at the show. So I'll do them via Facebook Live since I don't have my whole Twitch giddy up over there. So I'll give everyone some advance notice when I'm going to be going live, and I'll probably be doing like inking or Copic coloring or something like that from the hotel room. So that'll be fun. Oh, see you later, David. All right, and I'm gonna do warm gray for this this little scrolly thing right here. I was going back and forth between like my beige skin tones and then just going warm gray. And for this one, I've decided to go warm gray just because it's quite close to her leg, and I don't want it to get confused as something that should be skin tone. I think that would look terrible. Hello, Stever! Yeah, I need some of that Twitch giddy up. Oh, you need some. Yeah. Once I get my act together, I'll post everything that I'm using. How did I improve my line work or line quality? Just practice, really. Yeah, just ink your stuff as much as you possibly can, and that's really the only way to improve. Yeah, I thought it was Steven. Yes, I'm gonna be done today. It's happening. I am so grateful for your patience, Steven. Now there's always the giant quandary when it comes to shading something that's technically flat on a surface. So like, yes, I want to give it some depth, but I don't want to go too far with depth or it's gonna not look like it's a sticker on there. So it's like, oh, it's so frustrating and hard to know. Oh, thank you, Steven. I really appreciate your patience and everything. You rock. All right, so now I am on the fence as far as what I'm gonna do here. I may actually make it look like a kapow symbol a little bit more and put red behind it and then kapow it. And so I wanna look at like a cartoon kapow. Okay. Yeah, so I'm looking at cartoon ones and they do kind of go from yellow in the middle to orange and then to red. So I'm probably gonna do that and just draw that in a little bit. So let's get my pencil. And I'm just gonna trace the lines a little bit here. I don't want it to stand out too much from, to like take away from her, right? Because Harley is, of course, the main thing on this. It isn't the bomb and then Harley is the secondary character or the supporting character. Harley is the character that I was asked to draw. The bomb is just a toss-in. Steven, tossing you a bomb. So, I do want to just keep in mind that whatever I do here, I don't want to go too far in it. So that's why I'm not going to like shade it to make it look like an explosion. I'm going to keep it very flat and cartoony. And speaking of keeping it flat and cartoony, I'm not gonna follow all the detail there. Because that, or at least not that much. Yeah, just take it down a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna ink it real quick, and then I'm gonna make the exterior line red and the interior one orange. But Harley is the bomb. Nice. Hey, Kevin. Oh, that is so awesome, Taxman444. Thank you. That is, aw, yay. I'm glad that I'm able to help in some way. Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you. I hope you are as well. Guys, it's happened. I have Christmas in my bones again, and it's only July. It's like, what, July 3rd? I'm such a fail, but I am such a crazy person when it comes to Christmas. Like, you know, once it's been a few months, it's like Christmas planning must happen. And I need to start, you know, coming up with decoration schemes. And this year, my youngest, who's been complaining about my over fancy, like, it's not like I'm an incredible decorator or anything like that, but I like more muted tones for Christmas, and he wants colored lights and all of that. So this year I've given him my, he's got the reins as far as what we're doing for Christmas this year. So I want to have a decorator's consulting meeting with him, and he doesn't wanna. He's just like, no, you know, we can talk about this in like November. And I'm like, what? I want to talk about it now. There's always Christmas in July, right? I know, right? I am insane. And then I confessed to Dan the other day after the stream that, like, all I want is some nutcrackers for Christmas, like, you know, to decorate with. And he's like, okay. And he's trying so hard to, like, you know, be cool with my crazy. And he's like, okay, so, like, when we're talking nutcrackers, does this mean, like, we have, like, you're gonna be a nutcracker collector and we're just gonna have tons of them everywhere? Or what are we talking about here when we're talking about we must have nutcrackers? Poor guy, I think I really scared him. Okay, red for the exterior kapow. So I really need to change my nib on this one. So I might actually have to, before I do anything else red, I'm gonna have to change it. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's got like a little furry hairs coming off the end, which makes precision work extremely difficult. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, it's like my brush nib has a little beard and it's really hard to ink with. I know. Show Dan the 6 foot tall nutcracker. Who has a 6 foot tall nutcracker on sale? I must see this. There's a store here. It's like an interior designy kind of store called Bouclair, I think is the way you pronounce it. And they have like 4 foot tall nutcrackers every year, and I want them so bad. Yes, it says Bud and Lou on it. That's right. And every year I just like have already gone so over budget every damn time because I have no restraint when it comes to holidays. And so I always am like, okay, well, you know, the nutcrackers are something I can live without, right? But I've decided this year I can't live without them. I must have my nutcrackers. Oh, really? Keeman, I really murder my markers, right? Because with all the flicking is probably why I ruin my brush nibs. Granted, I've had this marker for 6 years and I really use red a lot and splatter with it all the time. And I've only had to change my nib one other time. So it's really not too bad. But yeah, right now I have a bearded nib. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need to look that up, Philip, because I haven't seen that one, and it would be fantastic to have that in like our front door or something. Dan's been warned that when I become like a really old lady, I'm gonna be Mrs. Santa for sure, and that's my goal. Yeah, if you use your Copic markers and don't like, I really give this red marker a beating. It takes a lot. Sweet marker. Being a red marker in Dawn's Copic case is a tough job. Oh yeah, I could see why that wouldn't fly with the Mrs. Emperor's cards. They are red though, and they are quite cool looking. Yeah, I love the red ones. Which red do you have, Keeman? Mine is the R46 Strong Red. Okay, red part is finished. I'm just gonna make sure there aren't any little spots that are uncolored or not fully saturated. My little beard marker. Hello, not Star-Lord's fault. How are you doing? Oh, I'm glad you're doing well. I'm doing great. I'm just cold. So right now I'm not inking the little kapowie thingy, but I may ink these in the end. I'll have to see. And what I mean by that is I inked the red section and I haven't inked these center ones. I think it's because I really haven't made up my mind yet if I'm going to put yellow in the middle or not. Because clearly I'm running out of room for any yellow. So maybe there'll be a tiny little bit right there, but not very much. Okay, I will, Philip. Anything from cadmium red to strong red, yeah. I love the reds too. All right, so I'm now just gonna put some yellow in the middle, and then I think I'm gonna move on to some of the other thingies to do. Where the hell? Here we go. Lost my yellow for just a moment. Oh yeah, look at this nib is all fucked up too. I need to change all my nibs. It's a situation here. Oh, why thank you. I think I could really rock being a Mrs. Claus as well. I'm really gonna enjoy it. All right. I have been thinking the whole time we've all been talking as to what I'm going to do with the color in the center right here. And I think to not introduce too many colors into this entire situation, I'm going to stick with the green of the base color of the whole bomb. Oh, thank you. Yeah, as a Killer Frost, that would be fun. No, my kids don't use my Copics. This would all be my fault. My Copic markers get hard usage, that's for sure. Oh, thank you, Steve. You were wonderful. Okay, woot, one more part done. It's slowly not looking half finished. Yes! All right, Joker card time. So it's got a couple little dents in it and stuff, and also I don't want it to look super smooth or anything like that. So I'm not coloring it smoothly. I'm gonna be pretty rough as far as the colors that I'm putting down, and the same for her socks because I want them to look all kind of scrunchy and shit. So again, it's not gonna be a smooth color. It's gonna be like, you know, splotches basically. No, see you later, Ranma's son. Have a good one. Have a hot coffee. Yes, I agree. I'm such a like extreme blender that with Copic markers that a lot of times I have to remind myself that less is more in certain cases, and things like her boots, leather jacket, stuff like that shouldn't be over blended, or they lose their texture, they lose their look, they even lose the shading and the lighting that effect that you're trying to show. So that's something I'm actually really working on in digital coloring too, to not give that overly rendered, overly smooth area in certain places, or it completely takes away from the light source. Because if the light is shining down and there should be a shadow and I over blend it without putting a like strong shadow line, it completely loses the effect I was trying to give and just kind of throws the whole cover off. So that's something I'm really trying to work on in my coloring, is to be a little braver, blend where it's appropriate, and, you know, don't suddenly throw everything out that I've been studying this whole time on how to blend with Copic marker. But it's the mixture of the two and the proper use of harsh shadows and then properly blended and smooth that makes a piece look realistic and believable. And I may have lost you all, and I'm sorry if I'm just going way too into my own little well of weird. Okay, have a good one, Mike. Orange spice tea time? Yes. Maybe that's the whole thing and it's all my tea's fault because it smells like Christmas. But I do have a tea right here and it's so nice. Except that now it's cold and I didn't have enough time to make myself a new one. Okay. I need C3. There would be a decent shadow right here because, again, this is casting a bit of a shadow onto her boot. When you're doing your actual comic book, yeah, for sure. And that makes a ton of sense because for how much I adore Copic marker and will love them forever till I die, they don't translate very well into printed media unless you work with them again. Like when you scan it, you're gonna have to fix it, adjust the levels. There's some colors that my scanner literally will not pick up, and it's frustrating when you like have something that looks so much better in real life and then on screen it's just like, fuck. So there's that too, and that's why I understand that digital work for published work is generally the go-to. I need a kettle. That's right. Then I'll have gone fully Grandma Santa. Oh my God, I'm so close to being done. I can taste it. Yeah. No. Okay, there's this one yellow marker that just keeps getting away from me. I can never find it, and it's always where I last put it. It's always right where I'm looking, but I still don't see it. It's like I'm yellow blind, and it's really freaking annoying. All right, for yellows, I do use a warm gray just to bring in that shadow, and it's because it's gray and not extremely saturated, I feel like it looks a little bit more realistic in a way. You see new art in the slideshow? Oh, that's awesome. I need to put some more in too. I have a lot more to add. I've pretty much made it through like a few of my folders, and now I just need to keep going through and adding more in. But I'm glad you see some new stuff. All right, see you later, Tranquil Mist. Be safe. All right, so I'm just gonna pull some color all the way down here. And it's not like it's gonna color the black at all, but it will add a little bit of like a color halo. And then it kind of blends everything together and makes it, you know, at first glance, it looks like the line art is colorized just because it's underneath. So your brain kind of puts it together. Literally now all I'm doing is just checking to see if this is finished, because then it's time to start putting in some of the white highlights, and oh my god, Bombshell Harley is gonna be done. Yes! It's been sitting in my thing for so... Oh, I knew it! I declared victory too soon. I need to do the Joker, and I completely forgot. Classic. All right, since the Joker has the like purple and the green, I'm gonna give him a little bit of everything here. And let's give him some purple. Since his hat is really the only part of him we're seeing, that's why I'm kind of going a little bit extra colorful on his whole look. That's right, Harley got me. All right, I think I have a couple colored pens. They are not Copic safe, but they're good enough for doing at the end. So this is a Pigma Micron by Sakura, and I actually really do like Sakura. I use their Jelly Roll pens. I've been a Sakura fan since I was little when I lived in Japan. It's just these ones do tend to get pulled by Copic marker for me on the paper I use. So I don't usually touch these ever. But since this is already Copic and I'm just using it to enhance and add some outlines, it's perfect. So I'm just going around the Joker and outlining him so he pops a little bit more. And I'm going to do the same thing on his word on the side. Yeah, I'll do some white highlights afterwards. Or are you asking if I use Sakura for the white highlights I do on my work? And that is, yes, I do. Now see, they work for some people and not for others. They don't work for me when it comes to inking something that's going to be Copic colored. If I was going to just ink it, I would probably try out the Micron pens. It's just for me with Copic marker, I always drag it with the ink. Yeah, this is helping him stand out a little bit. It's a pretty garish card, but I think that's in keeping with how cards look and the Joker in general. All right, now it's time for white pens. Actually, let me see. This is a Copic Multiliner in cold gray, and I'm just using it to put in a little bit more texture and stuff on this card because I do want it to look like it's pretty beat up. This is a commission. All right, and now I'm just going to outline it so it pops a little bit better. And this is like my little finishing touch-up jobs. Because Copic marker, even if the pen itself doesn't bleed, it's still, maybe it's the Copic ink that covers the pen or something like that, but I find at the end I do end up having to go in and do some fixes and enhancements and like clean up some of the lines, darken them, stuff like that. Yeah, they're a very patient person. By the time they get this, they'll have been waiting for 2 years, I think. Right, Steve? Are you on still? I think it's 2 years that he's been waiting for this commission. So I am doing my very best to make it worth the wait because the wait definitely happened, whether he wanted to or not. All right. Now, the last little bit of making this actually be on the paper, that she's sitting on the ground and there's gravity and she isn't just kind of in some weird floating state. I'm gonna give a little bit of a shadow underneath. Now the shadow is, oh, okay, there we go. 2.5 years is how long he's been waiting for this commission, people. He's a patient, awesome man. So I'm just going to put a little bit of a shadow underneath everything to give it the proper gravity and all of that fun stuff. And I don't want to screw it up here. So yeah, I'll probably do the shadow something like this. And I'll let this kind of trail off because her foot, you know, the further away an item gets from the surface that it's casting a shadow on, the bigger and the more spread out the shadow is. So of course the shadow is going to be quite tight right here and then kind of get blown out as it goes away, because I do want this to kind of all fade to white. I don't want to have to put in a ton of background. There's enough going on with her that if I were to start filling everything up, it would be overkill on the eyes, I feel. So I'm going to keep it a pretty simple, just a shadow underneath her. Maybe I'll do a light outline around her, but those are the things that I like. I'll scan this first, think about it, test a little spot, maybe even try it on the computer before I put a line all the way around her. I haven't made any paintings to hang in my house. However, we are in a house that has a painting of mine that I did for the previous owners who lived here. So yes, but it's an abstract painting. It's just like colors thrown at a canvas. But otherwise, no. I'll just pick my own work apart because I start to notice things later that I would want to fix, and I'd just torture myself if my own art was in my house. Welcome back, Tranquil Mist. Okay, so it is time to do the shadows and the highlights. So let's start with the highlights, and the shadows are kind of a boring thing. I don't necessarily even have to do them right here. But I would very much like to finish this one with all of you wonderful, patient people who have been waiting. Steve has been waiting for 2.5 years for his commission, like a sweetheart. That's how you explain everything. That's awesome, Hans. Yes, I'm having tea. It is, well, it doesn't say it on here, but it's called chocolatey chai, and it smells like Christmas. It makes me very happy. I couldn't find the orange spiced tea that I wanted here. Looked everywhere. I couldn't find it. So I'm going to need to look again and try to locate the orange spiced tea. Steve is a real trooper. All right, so this is my happy finishing the piece portion. And what it is it just brings out little pops of highlights. I don't know, it gives the piece that last little kapow that it needs. And that I do with a Sakura Jelly Roll pen. My trusty Copic opaque white tub that I've showed you guys a few times was completely dried out and empty, and I put water in it and reactivated a bunch of times, but it was dead, so I had to throw it away. And Copic is out of stock, if you can believe it, with the opaque white, so I am both out of luck and very bummed. But I'll try to see if maybe my local store has it. I don't know. But I can't use my Copic opaque white this time, and I'm gonna have to make do with the jelly roll. And if I'm really up a creek, I can use some gouache, because gouache will work good. I know, I need some orange spiced tea. Wow. Fires up Amazon Prime. Aw. Yes, I really hope they're back in stock soon, because I rely heavily on my opaque white. They give you a hard time. I wonder how. Like, what do you mean, Hans? I always have to activate them by rubbing them on my skin or some kind of textury, grabby surface. Otherwise, yeah, they can tend to dry out. But the Jelly Roll pen by Sakura is the only one I've ever found that doesn't gum up and start having massive amounts of problems. Any other Jelly Roll that I have tried, I found they don't last. Like, I used to use the Uniball one a lot, and I don't like them. They would last maybe one convention and then stop working. So, and they're more expensive, I think, if I recall correctly. And then these ones are like super cheap. You can find them everywhere. They do have a thinner point, which I really like, because then you can kind of vary how thick and how much ink you want to put down. And yeah, I can't recommend the Sakura Jelly Roll ones highly enough. Oh, interesting. Well, are you mostly going, what are you going over when you're using the Jelly Roll? Are you using it over colored pencil perchance? Oh, interesting. Because I have trouble with the Sakura Jelly Rolls when they're going over colored pencil. Then they do not like colored pencil. And they don't go over it well. Copic marker I haven't had a hard time with, but, you know, I can see how it can just be problematic, or maybe you just need to buy a new one. Like here, it's not going to settle in very well because I used colored pencil on this area. So I'm going to have to kind of go over it a few times to get the Jelly Roll to stick. I am a paper diva. I haven't found these to be a problem, though, with different types of paper. But you got me, Jason. No, interesting. So I'm doing just one little line right down the middle for a real bright pop in the center where it's catching the light. Yeah, the Uniballs suck. Good afternoon, Payback IV. are you doing? There we go. Let's get a little bit of highlight right here. Oh, you're running a stream tonight. That's awesome. Oh, thank you so much, Kara. Congratulations on your stream. Any advice? Just have fun. Don't be worried. You know, if something doesn't quite work out right, that's just fine. Like, that's the kind of pep talks I was giving to myself, you know, when I was starting Twitch. Just like, okay, if everything goes to hell, you know, there's another day and there's another stream, and then just have a good time with it. All right, now I'm gonna do some colored pencils, I think, just to add a few extra highlights in places. And this is a skin tone color, actually, that I'm using instead of white, because for the most part, I don't think that the leather would go fully white, but on the darker leather, the skin tone does tend to look almost white. There, that has a lot more contrast to it. So I'm happy with that, and I'm just going to take that through in a few other places. And the nice thing about these particular colored pencils is that if I decide that I don't like where I put something, A, you can erase them, but B, you can also cover it with Copic marker again, because these two can be used together. Whereas a more waxy type of colored pencil, the Copic marker will just kind of go right on top of it and sit on top and bubble. Like if you were trying to color on plastic, for instance, Copic marker does not adhere to plastic. So it's the same basic thing. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you like the jacket texture. We did miss you, Kara, very much. Oh, hey, Adam. How are you? Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing well. No, thank you, Turner fan. Okay, I am intentionally making it pretty scratchy on her boots because I want them to have that old and worn look. Yeah, my hand's a little bit fucked, I'm not gonna lie. But it'll slowly heal. It was just too much fun though. I'm so sad you missed it, Kara. Okay, now all I need to do is a little bit of white highlights on this. Oh, hey, Levi. I'm glad you made it. Stupid work. Kara, I'm so sad. I'll make it up to you though, love. More tea. Oh, thanks, Philip. I'm glad you like it that much. All right, just one last little thing I noticed is I feel that her jacket just needs a little bit of texture on the little sleeves. Yes. And there we go. So now it's just the shadow down at the bottom, and I think I can declare this piece done. Oh my God. So I'm just gonna get my kneaded eraser. Hey Devin, I'm doing great. How are you? I know I owe you an email. I'm so sorry about the delay. I am going to, I'm gonna try to catch up on my email over the next couple days. Maybe when I'm flying, I'll do it. I am so sorry, Kara. So I'm gonna have to pretty much do the shadows without any guidelines because it's gonna be light gray shadowing, and then if you'll be able to see the pencil lines through it, and once I put down the Copic marker, it locks in the pencil. So I'm gonna have to do this without any reference guidelines on the paper here. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it, Kara. All right, I'm gonna use toner gray because it's the most flat gray. It doesn't have any kind of blue or brown hue to it. She looks super smooth. Thanks, Adam. Now I'm gonna have to refill it. Refill time. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kara. Refill done. Thank you, Devin. Yeah, Sabine colored it, so the coloring was great. But I just needed to change my art. We might actually even see, once Sabine gets back from vacation, I might get the her colors from it and then credit her for that coloring, or sweet talk her into coloring the whole thing again. That would be amazing. But yeah, thank you. I'm glad you like it. That is the old version, and I'll show you guys. I finished the patches yesterday for all the alternate versions. I really haven't been on Deviant in months. I haven't posted anything. There's only so many like social media platforms one can keep up with unless you start hiring people or something. I don't know, but I can't keep up with all of them. So I've kind of just let DeviantArt go, which I don't know if that's the best thing to do, but probably not. Ideally, just do everything and keep up with everything, but you know, life doesn't always shake out that way. So like, I have not been on Deviant for forever. And the only reason why I'm on Twitter is because Instagram shoots to Twitter. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on Twitter either. Oh, I'm feeling fine. I'm just cold. It's 10 degrees here, and for me, that's cold. Centigrade, not Fahrenheit. Yeah. You guys are amazing. I totally missed all your comments that you're offering to help me with my social media. God, I appreciate that so much. You have no idea. Oh yeah, 30 is too hot for me as well, Adam. I'm with you there. No, yeah. Wow, that is amazing, Devin. That is so cool. Do you post your art on Deviant? $40. Oh my God. I couldn't handle that, Steve. Oh, that is so rough. Yeah, Tranquil Mist, that makes sense. I'm probably the one that's screwing it all up because Canada is centigrade. So I've never gotten the hang of Fahrenheit. There we go. She's done. Oh my God. I get to sign it and I'm done. I can't believe it. It actually happened. Happy dance. Happy dance. Happy dance. Oh, I'm so happy. And the thing that I get to do at the very end is sign it. So, time to sign it and be finished. Yes! Sorry, my head was in the way. Okay, so I'm gonna put it this way so you guys can see it here. And this is finished. Woohoo! All done. See if I can get her a little bit closer. All right, there we go. All done, yay! All right, so I'm gonna get the next one and get to work on this now. So time to do some blacking on Lady Death. Victory lap, victory dance. All right, I'm just gonna put this away and I'll be right back. I'm getting the pictures I finished today to show you guys. Or yesterday. Okay, Sorry, I'm back now. Snack time, I wish. All right. So this is the Ancient Dreams cover. And then this is one of the patches. And then for the topless version, all I need to do is I've just erased this on the computer, so I didn't have to draw the body out so many times. So this is them in a different outfit. So here is the jeans and dress, and then it's just gold beads. So she's pretty much naked. And then on this side, she has panties and like a torn shirt. And then this is cloth that wraps all around the two of them, and it kind of ties their hands together here, wraps around her wrist over there, and goes all around. And I've told you guys, drawing hair and drawing cloth is an exercise in frustration, but thankfully this one went really quickly, and so I drew and inked these 2 pages yesterday. Granted, the main pose was already done, but then figuring out the outfits, and then I drew this 3 times before JP Roth and I were happy with her shirt. So it was definitely a lot of trial and error there, but this is done now. I already got this piece back from Flats, so sometime soon I will be coloring it. And then now it's time to work on Lady Death for Jason. Victory lap, yes. I don't know if you guys have seen Wayne's World. I think that's where this whole dance came from, is it's in Wayne's World. And I saw it ages ago, and now it's just always like, Wayne's World. Well, Jason, I'm not trying to lock you in. If you decide you're not going to take it, that's totally okay. I'm still going to do this because I think it looks better. All right, so what I'm doing is I already colored this. This cover is already off and in line for publish. So, oh, my pleasure, Hammock Blog. This one is, I am just doing the blacking now, once the cover's already been colored and everything, because I think it'll make the original look better. So this is just a personal taste thing. And I did get permission from Brian Pulido, who is the creator of Lady Death, to stream any Lady Death work. If Brian ever sees this, Brian, heart you, you guys rock, love you guys. Lady Death crew are amazing. I adore them. Brian Pulido and his wife Francisca are just the best people. Anyway, long story short, oh, that's so awesome, Jason. Thank you. Okay, oh, thank you so much, Wayne. All right, so I am doing the blacking afterwards, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see this, because this is not a published cover yet. But whoops, I went for a lot more of a fierce Lady Death, rawr kind of pose. And I was asked to make her like she's doing a battle cry to the hordes of hell that are off screen. So it's still a little blurry here, but yeah, I went for a real angry shout, and I pushed myself in this one. I went all out on background and gargoyles and, you know, an angry pose, but in the end I'm really happy for, you know, stepping out of my comfort zone and doing something that is a little bit more badass. Exactly, Kara, thank you. Yes, that's right, Adam. Wayne's World, party time. Excellent. So anyway, here we go. I'm just going to be doing all of this with black. So they are the toner grays, which are the ones that I use for any Copic gray or black. Oh wait, I'm going to show you guys. This is the alternate outfit. So she has Her main outfit is the typical Lady Death one, and then this is the patch. And I had a ton of fun working on this dress, because this is when I get to kind of like draw whatever I want to draw. And so I just kind of, this dress, most of my drawings and creations just originate from me scribbling shit all over the paper and seeing what works. So this one was really fun to do. And coloring it was interesting. You wonder if she likes to cuddle. Hi, Volusia. Yes, she's ready to take over the world. So anyway, like I was saying, I mostly use toner grays for any black outfits or varying shades of gray. And so, oh really? That's interesting, Devin. I didn't know you didn't know anything about Lady Death. So I'm just building up to black. And for the black, I'm not going completely the darkest toner gray that they have. I usually stop at around an 8 or a 9. Yeah, I'm kind of cold. And there's all these little grommets and stuff on there that are so tiny. It will take me so long to go around them, whereas I can just put a little dot of the jelly roll on there, which is what I'm gonna do. Oh, hello, Bruno. I'm doing great, thank you. So I'm doing the black not quite to the edge, and then I'm blending it out like that. Oh, I'm so glad that, oh, it's Ted. Okay. Hi, Ted. Yeah, that makes sense then. Yeah, it's true. The sideshow one is so good. So I'm just getting a lighter one to, I'm just getting a lighter one to blend it back into the white. That's amazing. Thank you, Jason. I'll check my email. Jason, since you're here, do you want me to make her lips red on the original? Oh my God, that's amazing. I'm sorry that it was a few extra for signature. It's because they're having to fly me down there. So I'm going, they're footing the bill to fly me down there, put me up for like 3 days so I could do all the remarks and the signatures. So it's pretty cool of them. Okay, I'll think about it. Hey, Samantha. I can't wait to see you, Devin. It's gonna be so fun. Oh, Kara, I'm so sorry, love. Oh my God, that's terrifying. Most excellent. That's hilarious. Thank you. All right, see you later, Hans. Love ya. Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for being here. So I'm basically going between T8, 5, and 3. And I'm just blending them outward to get it. For the most part, I want it to be black, but then I want the gradation, I guess it would be, from the black to white to be a little softer than just a harsh jump. So that's what I'm using the 5 and the 3 for. Oh, that is so cool. Have fun, Devin. Fair enough, David. I guess that's good. She looks fierce enough. A little bit scary. It's as it should be. Success! No, thank you so much, Perrin. Oh, see you later, Kara. Love you, hun. So this is the tricky part, is going around all these spikes. Coloring these spikes digitally even was just, ugh, I was mad at myself for drawing them in. No, thank you so much, Adam. Oh, I don't know if I saw that one, Jason. So I'm just pulling back out the grommets that at the beginning I was trying to color around them, but the Copic marker, even though the brush nib can get quite thin, it's still way too fat and chubby to try and go around all these little teeny tiny details. So I just was kind of like, ah, fuck it, I'll just do white jelly roll at the end. Because it was just too much. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad that you're back safely from your bank run. So I'm just trying to see where the grommets are that I drew. Jeff, right now I'm working on putting the black on Lady Death's outfit. So this is a cover that's already been turned in to Lady Death. I inked it and colored it digitally a few months ago. I've since gotten permission from them to show Lady Death work, and I decided for the original I want to have her suit colored and blacked in on the original itself, just for the person who owns it. So I'm just doing this as like a extra thing at the end. Okay, talk to you later, Perrin. Have a good one. There we go. Oh, I'm doing fine, Robert. How are you? My hand does hurt, I'll be honest, but it was worth it. Yeah, a little bit. My hand's just sore. Oh, see you later, Devin. Thanks so much for stopping by for a while. All right, so I am getting my Lady Death cover and just taking a look at how I colored this one. Which, that I can't show yet. But I can reference my own colors to make sure it's correct. Oh, thank you, Samantha. It was fun. Oh, I'm so glad you like the Vampirella sketch. You guys are awesome. I'll, before I end the stream today, I can show you all the ones that are finished. I still need to finish the hair. It was really the hair that got me. Like, I felt like I was able to stay pretty on time with the faces and everything, but then trying to attempt coloring with Copic on all that hair, that's what kind of took me the longest. Thank you, Robert. But it was so much fun, and I'm really grateful that you guys were there and challenged me with some characters I didn't know. I mean, the whole thing was so much fun. Thank you so much for being there and for liking them. I really, really appreciate you guys. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Bruno. Right now I am working on adding some Copic color to a Lady Death cover I did. Now the cover has already been scanned, colored, approved. It's already off with Lady Death. I am just adding Copic marker to the original for, I think it'll look better for the person who buys the original if her suit is all done and in black, because there's so much detail on this cover. It'll help it stand out a little bit more from the background. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well. More Professor X sketches. Thank you, Wade. Why, thank you, Keyman. I tried something a little different with this one and went for a more fierce facial expression, because my assignment was to make her look like she's on the steps of hell doing a battle cry to all the demons that are in front of her off screen. And so I went for a real powerful, shouting, angry looking Lady Death, which is a different look for me to do with her. Usually I do the more softer pinup covers, and so I had a lot of fun working on this one. I have to refill this marker. I'm kind of pushing it to its last little limit. Oh, thank you guys. So this one is not published yet, but Brian, and who is the creator of Lady Death, he told me that I can stream any of my work for Lady Death once the layouts are approved. Or that was when I request permission to stream from a publisher, I tell them I won't publish the complete drawing online. They'll just, you guys can see it in the process on stream, and I won't start streaming until the layout has been approved and chosen by the publisher. So those are sort of my commitments to them of what I'll do if I'm allowed to stream them. And he was like, for sure, go for it. So nice of him. Like your 10th grade math teacher. Yeah, I want to make sure that, you know, the publishers feel comfortable that they still have, you know, their creative input. They have a time where they can give that creative input without kind of being locked in because I've kind of spilled the beans to everyone. Hey, hi there. Your Primetime Comics is Jason, right? Will I be selling this one? The original? Yes. I believe she is spoken for. Oh, this one is a published piece. But it isn't published yet. I did get permission to stream from Coffin Comics, so go them. Though, yes, Jason, you are first in line. So that is awesome. Yay, thank you for taking it. So this one is already inked, digitally colored. I colored it last month, I think, or maybe the month before, because I hadn't yet gotten permission from them to stream yet. So I didn't want to stream without permission. So I finished this one up without permission stream. So I did it offline. So this one is already done, colored, sent off, and I'm just waiting for it to be published whenever it is. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, that sounds great. I look forward to your email, but no hurry, it's all good. So anyway, I'm just doing the Copic blacking on it to give the original. Yeah, you smell a bidding war. Oh, that's funny. I usually just do like a wait list, so if somebody backs out, then, you know, someone else can jump in. Dibs on second. Okay. Thank you, Wayne. All right, so the thing I'm running into right now is I am being lazy and I don't want to have to refill my marker, but I do need to refill my marker, so I'm going to do that now. It's kind of screwing me up that I'm stubbornly not wanting to have to refill it. Am I going to have another party? Yes, Robert. Isis is next for pearls, and am I going to have another party? Well, I'll try to make every time here party time. No, I'm being lame. I don't know when I'll be doing that one again, but it sure was fun. All right, I am just looking for my refill. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Nokomis is next for pearls, not Isis. So it's Nokomis first, then Isis. I'm sorry. What seemed to bring out the high rollers? I'm so glad you guys had a good time. That makes me so happy because that was the point, to just make it a fun thing and, you know, something that I'm generally a little too chicken shit to do, which is like sketches that fast. So it was a fun challenge for me and I'm glad you guys had a good time. It wasn't too brutal. Like I'm fine. My hand hurts a lot all the time. So it's really all good. I don't want anybody to be feeling sorry for me or feeling like I really hurt myself to do those. It was completely fine and just so fun. Oh, it was so fun. You would have asked? What would you have asked, Wayne? I'm sorry. Well, thank you. I'm so glad that you guys had a good time. That is entirely the point. Oh, you would have asked for Sherlock with Selena's wedding tiara. Oh, I would have loved that. That would have been fantastic. I think I might just draw that for fun. That is so great. Are you guys talking about Sherlock the show or Sherlock my cat? Yes, this is another page turner fan. All right, I'm gonna move on. My cat. Oh, that is awesome. I love it. That is so great, Wayne. I'm gonna draw that just for fun. I have to. That is too funny. When is the Nokomis Pearls out? To be honest, I don't know. I need to check the list. Okay, I will. To Fan Expo Canada, right, Wayne? Okay, you got it. That's gonna be too fun. Yes, to be honest, shows are the only place, and it's not because I'm trying to take payment for signatures. I'm leaving them like that because I don't want to have to take payment for signatures, because it was just getting too difficult for me to get prints to my warehouse. So I would have to fly there every so often and sign stuff, and it was just like, if something goes out of stock. Anyway, long story short, it was just becoming too difficult for me to sign them and keep the stock proper and stuff like that. So I do apologize. Signatures from me personally will always be free, and I want to keep it that way. So that's why I'm having to just take signatures off the website as opposed to flying there all the time and shit. It was just getting to be too complicated. Hey, Urban Viking, how are you? Oh my god, that sounds so amazing, Wayne. I will definitely draw that for salted caramel Baileys and chocolate chip coffee cake. Yes, please. That makes me so happy. And Sherlock's gonna look kind of pissed off with the whole thing. Oh, that would be... Are you okay with Sherlock looking kind of like, oh my god, what is happening kind of facial expression, or do you want him to look all happy? Oh, I'm so sorry, Urban Viking. Yes, very soon I will do that. I'm so sad you missed the like Twitch opening party, or housewarming party. Like Power Drew on Saturday. Am I bringing any of my art books? I can. I still haven't kind of decided what I'm carrying with me for the thing, but yeah, I'll bring some art books for sure. The comic book store has told me to bring my stuff. I'm just trying to decide how much I should bring. Yeah, I am so sorry, Urban Viking. What a bummer. But yes, I know that I need to work on my schedule and figure it out. And I promise I will. I had a whole schedule set up for when I was doing Facebook Lives, but now I would like to make some adjustments to the schedule for Twitch, and it's just a matter of us seeing if it even works in our lives, because I'm a mom of 3. Yeah, they do. And Sherlock, his cheeks are just so gigantic. He looks so unimpressed, but that's going to be perfect. So yay. Oh my god, I can't wait to draw that. It's gonna be so fun. Oh, that is so cool. That is really amazing, Urban Viking. Have I ever tried to draw with an airbrush? To be honest, I haven't. I've just never had the chance, and it's not something I've really felt the need to to buy, because I would probably need to buy a compressor and all of that stuff, so I haven't really gotten into it. If the if the desire ever does strike me, I'll try it out, but so far it hasn't. I do like trying all art forms though, or like all different art mediums, let's put it that way. I just haven't gotten to that one yet. Oh, that is really cool. I should take a look at Monty's. I didn't know that he did those. Yeah, I'm with you on the garter belts, Urban Viking. They are very pretty, but just not very, like, handy in any way besides just looking pretty. Well, I think it's because initially women's stockings, that's exactly how they wore them, because they didn't make ones with, like, an elastic band at the top and stuff. Like, tights are a newer millennium kind of thing as opposed to stockings. Oh, that is so fun, Robert. That would be a very fun comic, I'm not gonna lie. True. That's funny, Urban Viking. I really hope yoga pants never go out of style, because I literally wear them all the time. They're just so comfortable. Would anybody else want the comic book? They won't in our lifetime. Thank God. Oh, you guys are the best. You guys are so awesome. Sherlock would be an interesting subject to draw. I'm gonna have to see if I can even draw cats. I'm gonna have to give him some serious attitude problems, which he sports regularly. He's been such a butt today. I don't know what got into his personality today, but it's like he's been the sweetest for weeks. He's just been on such an amazing, wonderful kitty cat from heaven streak. And then this morning he just decided it was the day to be a dick. Robert and you would need to. Because cat. True. Okay, this one's completely dried out and I need to refill it. Oh, that would be great. Sherlock poems. And they could just be all about... Have you guys ever read the, like, this is really only for cat and dog people, so to everyone else, I very much apologize for the amount of nerding you're going to hear right now. But has anybody ever read that, like, Day 400, Cat's Day versus Dog's Day? Have you ever read that? Where it's like the dog is like, this is my favorite day, and the cat is like, day 400 of my captivity. I'm gonna kill them today. Have you ever read that? It's so funny. It's really funny. Oh, it's so good. No, it's not on a true story. It's just, let me see if I can find the link really quick. Because it's just too funny. I'm looking for it, you guys. Oh, yes. I think it's the dog's diary and cat's diary. Yes. Okay, here it is. I'm going to send you guys a link. Oh, you found it. Oh, okay. There's this too. Then it's just, you can just read it. No, I haven't read that. The Get Fuzzy comic book? I don't know what that is. Oh, I've never seen it. Bummer. I'm gonna have to look it up. See you later, Jason. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Thank you for the link, you guys. Yeah, you do. You guys are amazing. No, Dan. My husband got me the band all ready on my computer. He showed me which album was the best one to try out, and then I didn't listen to it. I'm so sorry. I need to. I just haven't gotten around to it. Hey, Mike. I'm so glad you could make it, and I'm so sorry you were tired on Sunday. I feel really bad. If I had known you were gonna have to pull an all-nighter at work, I would have never let you stay that whole time. I would have been like, go to bed, Mike. Oh, Urban Viking. Now I remember why I haven't done my schedule yet. It's because right now I am in the middle of summer break with my kids, and it's going to have to be a play-by-ear summer because every week my youngest summer camp is at a different time of day. He's kind of doing a bunch of different fun camps, but they're not all the exact same one. So I'm going to have to just kind of wing it for the summertime, but then once September comes, I'll get into my actual normal routine. That's what was up. I completely forgot. I will do my best, though, to hover in the Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday format. That's usually what I do. Mad Attack! I have no idea what that is. That is amazing. I've never been rated before. Woot! Hello, everybody. Give us all your Copics. They are mine. Hello. Did I see Rihanna's bananas up there? How's everybody doing? She's up there. I thought so. Hello, Rihanna. Are you part of the rating party? Yeah, I've never been rated before. This is pretty awesome. Matthew, my slinksy art. That's awesome. I'm doing great. How are you? Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, Matt was my first raid. I've never had one before. This is so cool. Thank you, Matt. Oh, thank you so much. Right now I am working on a Lady Death cover. Now, granted, the cover is I already finished it. It's been approved and colored. So I already digitally colored this and submitted the cover. I'm just blacking in the original so that when I give the original to the person who is buying her, she's nicely toned and shaded, because I actually didn't, I did the, all this blacking and shading, I did it digitally when I sent the cover off for publish. Yeah. So I'm almost done. And then I can show you guys I finished a Bombshell Harley during this stream as well. And then I am going to need to go soon to pick up my son. But I think I'll be done with this before I need to leave. Woot! Thank you. So what exactly is a raiding party? It just means that you take everyone that was watching your stream and you go over to somebody else's. Is that kind of how it works? Guys, I am so new to Twitch. I'm like just barely working everything out. Okay. Yeah, I think I was in a, oh, that is so cool. Well, thank you, Matthew. I should definitely figure out how to do that. I figured out hosting, so I've got the hosting down, but that is like, it's so nice to give extra support. Yeah, I love that. Thank you, and I need to do that myself. I'm gonna figure it out. I love that. Well, thank you so much, everybody who's joined me here. You are awesome. Thank you, Matt, for doing that. I hope you have a great evening. Yeah, that is so cool. Matthew, thank you so much. That is really awesome of you. Thank you for doing that. I'll catch you back. Now that I've figured it out, or once I do figure it out. It's just /raid and the person's name. Okay. Are you having to leave, Lino Este? Oh, okay. Well, and kisses back to you. You color drawn with 3 color bases only, and I do all the ranges. I'm not sure I understand what you mean, Lino. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you, Mike. Oh, that's my alarm to go pick up my kiddo. So, you know what? I finished it just in time. And I'm gonna head out. I am so glad to be done with this, and so that I can hand it over, and that I finished 2 things when we were on the stream together. Yay! Yes, I can't show you guys the final because I'm gonna be, it's, you know, that's for Lady Death to show when it's ready for publish. But I will post the final colors of the Bombshell Harley Quinn because she is done. So happy. So I'll post that later on today or maybe tomorrow. And thank you all so much who came in and rated my channel. I wish I was here for longer, but I love you all so much. Have a good one. If you feel like following me, I'd appreciate it. And I will figure out ratings so that I know how to do it and stuff like that. But today I've got to run, so I will do it next time. And thank you all a ton. Have a great evening, and I'll see you on Thursday. Lots of love to all of you. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'll talk to you later, and see you guys. Bye.